Alright YouTubers, welcome. Uncle Dave from DEECEE's Adventures, and I'm coming at you with another review video. Today we're going to look at the Bahco Laplander foldable saw. This is a YouTube favorite. I know there's a lot of reviews out there on YouTube already, but I've had this for about a year. I've used it a lot, and I figured I'd give you guys my opinions and what I think its practical uses are. So let's take a look at this thing. This thing's sweet. It has a little lock so it doesn't flip open in your pocket or in your pack. It says press. Flips right open, locks back again. You'll have to push the lock button to fold it back down. I think this thing weighs 7 ounces, maybe 8 ounces. I think it's 8 ounces maybe. I don't know, I should have checked that, but I'm out in the woods right now. We got the fire going in the background because the mosquitoes are horrific here. We got a swamp next to us, and it's June right now. So here we are with the Bahco Laplander. This is really a great tool. Fits right in your pocket, and for bushcraft, wilderness survival, and even backpacking. When I'm hiking, I like to carry this. It's a great saw. It's made in Sweden? Yeah. Sweden, and I don't know, carbon steel, I imagine, saw blade. I think it's 9-inch blade on it. I don't know what the overall length is on this thing though. You know, I don't know what that is. Probably like 15 inches or something like that, but I have 9-inch saw blade on it. The teeth go in both directions, so you get sawing action when you push and pull, which is awesome. Makes this saw cut really fast. And let me tell you, I've used a lot of saws over the last couple years, and I love my Sven saw. I have a Sven 21-inch saw that is amazing. It weighs 15 ounces, great for backpacking and bushcraft, and really is amazing. But you know, the tools that are the best are the tools that you have on you all the time. The ones that you're going to use the most and the ones that you're going to actually think are the most practical are the ones that you have easily available to you. So when you're hiking long distance, or even when you're just working around your property, this thing you can put right in your back pocket. I put this right in my back pocket, and you have this with a hatchet on you, or you have this with a parang or a machete, or you have this with just a good wilderness knife. And you can do a lot of stuff. You can cut firewood rounds with this, pretty thick ones. I'll show you later in the video, you know, the kind of wood that you can cut really easily, which you can then split up to make your fires. You can split it and slice it up and carve it up and make your triggers and traps and stuff. This is a pretty handy saw, even though it's so small. When I first got it, I thought there was no way I was going to carry this over my Sven saw, because my Sven saw is so light already that you know, I always bring it backpacking. But it may be light, but it's not small enough that you can actually put it on your person easily, which is what makes this Bahco Laplander really thrive, I think. Folds out, folds in, easy. So there's a lot of reviews on YouTube already for this product. I'm not going to get into too much more. Let's go to some of the footage of what this thing can cut up and how easily it cuts, because it's really amazing for this 9-inch blade how fast this thing takes wood out and how fast it cuts. Well, let's go to the footage. Alright, let's see what this Bahco Laplander really can do. As you can see, I already have wood that's in the fire. That's way too long for the fire. I have other saws. I was just burning wood up and didn't feel like cutting it all because I'm just burning brush and stuff. This right here, yeah, there we go. This is a pretty good example of the kind of wood you'll be cutting with the Bahco Laplander. This is more than wrist thick, just over wrist thick. You're not going to be using anything really thicker than that for shelter building unless you're going for a super long-term shelter building. So let's cut a chunk off of this, and then after I'll set you up on a different shot and maybe do a time lapse while I cut the pile. Bahco Laplander, like I said, it's just fits in your pocket. You know, the tools that are most useful are the ones that you have on you when you actually need them, and this is one of those tools that can just be in your pocket all the time. See the teeth cutting on both the push and the pull. That's one of the reasons why this thing's so great. And look at that. Pretty thick piece of wood, you know. Now if you have your axe, you split this, you got a great piece of firewood right there. If you have a knife and you have to do some batoning, which I know some of you guys are really against, but the Laplander and a knife, a parang or a hatchet, and you can do a lot of firewood and a lot of shelter building. So I'll set you guys up on the next shot and do a time lapse of me cutting all this firewood here that I need to do with just the Laplander. So there we go, Bahco Laplander. Sweet little tool, fits right in your pocket. I would have cut even more up, but I have a regular saw here that I can cut firewood with, and there's no point in dulling my Bahco blade just for this video, guys. So yeah, I don't know, I think for lightweight backpacking and for survival bushcraft, and you know, most of the time you don't need to carry a big blade, and obviously all the time you don't want to have to be building a bow saw frame in the woods, because that takes time, you know. So this and a small knife and you can get a lot done in the woods, a lot done. So once again, thank you for joining me, Uncle Dave with DEECEE's Adventures, the Bahco Laplander. And make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.